This closeout by Steph Curry is embarrassing. Let's see when Jimmy Butler picks his dribble up. Right now, dribble's picked up. So Steph Curry needs to be flying to get to his man. Okay, good positioning. You haven't moved your feet inward, but you got to get out to get your man. Look at this closeout by Steph Curry. I mean, are you kidding me? So it's an open three. If you're Klay Thompson, what are you doing biting on this pump fake right here? You're in good position. Why are you leaving your feet? Okay, so now Kyle Lowry beats you, draws help, and it's an easy Bam out of bio. Steph Curry just falling asleep on his man again. Look at this. You are guarding this player here. Look at how you fall asleep on him. You're in the all the way, basically almost in the charge circle. Your man's here. So you're never going to be able to get out in time. So now it's just an easy pump fake and go drive and an open jumper. All right, if you're Jordan Poole here, you do not need to be pressed up against Kyle Lowry like this. Look at how much space there is between the ball handler and the screener. You can easily take a half step back. When you are hugging Kyle Lowry like this, he's obviously going to blow past you, draw help, and it's an easy Dwayne Dedmon too. What is Moses Moody doing here? You are guarding Tyler Herro, obviously. Okay? Please stay with Tyler Herro. On this pass, where are you going? Right now, he's making this pass. Stay up on Tyler Herro, okay? How does this happen? How is it that you're here and Tyler Herro's here? So, yeah, now it's just an easy rip-and-go drive into the lane for two. Stop giving up open threes for no reason, okay? Please get up. The sideline is right here. The second this ball handler hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, which is going to be in less than a second with the sideline there, I can recover. Meantime, backside out can step up here. This Warriors player can occupy these Heat players 2 passes away. But nah, let's just give up an open three and see what happens. This is a down screen right here. Stop. You have to go over the top of the down screen. When you go this way through the down screen like this Warriors defender's doing, that's called going up the gut. That's an awful angle all the time, and you give up an open three. This is embarrassing. This is trash transition defense. How are all 4 Warriors players here standing in no man's land? Somebody please go to a body, okay? When you stand in no man's land and you don't get to bodies, this is exactly what happens in transition. Can't fall asleep on your man, okay? Look at right here, all right? You fall asleep. This space coming off of this ball screen right here. Now you're dead. Now you have no chance of getting over the top, and it's an alley-oop. I mean, you got to do something about this ball screen right here. Stop. I mean, again, hedge, please. The sideline's right there. The second Duncan Robinson hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, which is going to be in like 0.5 tenths of a second. I'm going to be able to recover. Again, though, backside help right here. This Warriors player can occupy these Heat players 2 passes away. But you're just giving Duncan Robinson a layup, essentially. Can't get back to the middle of nowhere in transition defense. This player's standing in the total middle of nowhere. You have no chance of guarding from there. So now it's just a blow-by for a dunk. Again, your feet cannot be moving inward if you're trying to get back outward. Look at Andrew Wiggins' feet here, okay? Look at his feet. See how his feet are going inward? Now you're never going to get back outward. In fact, he falls, and it's just going to lead to a dunk. Come on, Klay Thompson. You can't lean towards the screen. Look at this. You're leaning towards the screen. So now you get blown by, and Draymond Green has to help, which leads to a lob. Same thing. This is a down screen right here. You have to go this way over the down screen. When you go this way, that's called going up the gut. That's not good. So now you give up an open three to Jimmy Butler. If you're Draymond Green and you're going to double, then find your man, like you got to find your man. Like what? You're just standing in no man's land. Go guard your man. You're no longer doubling. But Draymond Green is just going to sit here in no man's land and give up an open three. All right, Andrew Wiggins is doubling here. When you are standing at the free throw line right here and your man is all the way over here on the wing, you're doubling, which is fine, but you have to rotate then. So when this pass gets made, Andrew Wiggins can't be going back here. This player's got to rotate up. This player rotates here, and Andrew Wiggins falls back here. Okay? But Andrew Wiggins is going to try and double team and get back out. That's never happening. So his man blows right by him to the rim for 2. This is just trash defense by Klay Thompson, okay? Kyle Lowry hasn't even picked up the ball yet. Okay? He's let it roll to hold on to the clock. So what do you... Stop. Get up and guard Kyle Lowry. Why are you walking into your... You are literally walking into a screen. So now Kyle Lowry's wide open for 3. What is Andrew Wiggins doing here? There's no screen set. How do you fall so far asleep on your man? This is a joke. Then, Klay Thompson, if you're switching, you got to call it out. You got to call out switch so Andrew Wiggins knows what to do. That's called paying attention to detail and communicating. That clearly doesn't happen here because Wiggins isn't ready to switch, and it's an and one. You never guard away from the ball with your back to the ball. Get underneath your man back to the baseline so I can see ball and I can see man, okay? Because right here comes a down screen. Here's the problem with this down screen is that if this player just goes off this down screen this way, this big gets his arms out, now this player can't curl and I can chase through. Instead, you're guarding not how you're supposed to guard away from the ball, so now you can't get through that down screen, and it just leads to a layup. Okay, Jimmy Butler picks up his dribble here, right there, stop. So you need to get to your man. There's nothing to be standing here for now. Dribble's picked up, this player's doing fine one-on-one. Get to your man. Safe to say that doesn't happen, and it's an open three. Okay, now is this a circus shot? Yes, but there's no reason for this circus shot to even happen. Why is there space here? Kyle Lowry's got his dribble picked up. There is 1.9 seconds on the shot clock. Okay? So just close this space up with your hands straight up. You allow this circus shot because you gave that space up. Okay, this is a down screen. You have got to guard this down screen. How do you guard it? This player's got to get attached with his arms out so this player cannot curl. When you let this player curl, this happens. John Green is just falling asleep on his man and staring at the ball. That's the only explanation for this to happen. Jordan Poole cannot fall asleep on his man. Jimmy Butler's dribble's picked up. Okay, you have nothing to do with what's going on in the paint right now. Just get to your man. But Jordan Poole's staring at the ball, and now his man's wide open for a floater. This is the worst hedge I've ever seen. What is Klay Thompson doing here? You've got to cut this player's dribble off. He cannot turn the corner. What kind of, that's your hedge? So now this player turns the corner, draws a double team open three. This is too high up on your man, too much gambling by Jordan Poole. Look at this gambling. You're clearly going to get blown by. That collapses the defense and leads to a wide open Kyle Lowry three. What is this player for the Warriors doing? You are getting back to nowhere. Stop right now. You have Kyle Lowry to guard right here. Get ready to guard him. You're just getting to nowhere. So now Kyle Lowry's going to rip and go right by you. Draw a double team, wide open three. Again, if you want to be in the gaps defending, your feet cannot take you inward. Look at Klay Thompson right here. Look at his feet. See how his feet are taking him inward? Now you're never getting back outward, so you give up a three. Can't switch ball screen like this. Have to get under screener. When I switch over top of screener, that's what happens. You have to get to bodies in transition. You can't stand in the middle of nowhere. This player is standing in no man's land. He should be up already guarding the ball, but instead you're just in no man's land, so you give up a three. Can't let this player curl off this down screen. You got to get attached with your arms out so he can't curl. When he's allowed to curl off this down screen, now two defenders have to go to the ball. Nobody takes the man setting the screen, so it's a layup. All right, so you switch this flare screen. This is a late switch. Right now, Klay Thompson should already be guarding right here, and this player's underneath the man setting the flare. But look at Klay Thompson. He's late to get out. So now Duncan Robinson's going to beat him this way. Look at the separation. That's all Duncan Robinson needs to come off this dribble handoff and be open for three. Again, you're not ready to switch, Klay Thompson. Look, this is not how you switch. Right now, you should be level to the screener, so you're ready to guard. You are not ready to guard, which means you're not ready to switch, which means Kyle Lowry gets a layup. There is no screen set here. So what is Jordan Poole doing hedging? Nothing. Andrew Wiggins is standing right here ready to guard one-on-one. All you're doing by hedging here is, look at this. You just screened Andrew Wiggins. You screened your own man. So now Jimmy Butler's just going to take advantage of that space, spin move right to the rim for a layup. Not lean towards the screen. Watch Steph Curry here. Look at him leaning towards the screen. So now Jimmy Butler's going to refuse it, blow past you, open step back jumper.